Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel today. So today I wanted to give my thoughts on why I'm a little concerned about Alex Verdugo coming to Boston. If you are new to the channel today and you're looking for some more baseball insight, don't forget to subscribe down below. If you like today's video, leave me a thumbs up. If not, leave me a thumbs down and leave me a comment at the end. Tell me what you think. So as you all probably know by now, Mookie Betts and David Price were traded to the Dodgers, and in return, Alex Verdugo and Brasdar Graterol are coming to the Red Sox, while Kenta Maeda is going to the Twins. In my last couple of videos, I have shown some concerns over Alex Verdugo off of the field. Early on in his career with the Dodgers, Verdugo was having problems with staying out late and partying all the time. He was hard to coach and he was always late for meetings. However, in the past year, Verdugo has gotten praise from teammates and the coaching staff, saying his work ethic has improved and he has just improved overall as a person. Where my concerns do lie is that he is coming to a pressure cooker of a city in Boston where people demand excellence, they demand a winning team, and they demand role models in the community. Another concern I do have with Verdugo is his health. He's been dealing with a back injury for a while now. As of last month, he was telling reporters that he's still dealing with that back injury. He hasn't even resumed any baseball activities. He's still rehabbing, so that is a bit of a concern to me. As a guy that's done powerlifting for about 8 or 9 years now, I know how annoying a lower back injury can linger. There's been times where I've had problems with my back like 3 to 4 months, 5 months. It just won't go away no matter how hard you work at it. However, Verdugo, he's not squatting, he's not deadlifting heavy, but however, he's still playing a pretty taxing sport. So this is something that could definitely linger with him. He is young though, so as time goes on, I'm expecting he's going to get into much better shape. However, I still have one more issue about Alex Verdugo. I was doing my homework as well on another issue about Verdugo. I did want to let the information digest a little bit more before I actually dove into it. There's an article out there written by Jessica Quiroli. I'll put the link down below in the description. In this article, she was being given information by Nick Francona. He was the assistant of player development for the Dodgers at the time. This story was also backed up by Sports Illustrated, and I'll also put that link down below. However, for some reason, this story really never gained legs, and it was just kind of swept under the rug for a while. However, with Verdugo's name coming up in the Mookie Betts reports, this story has kind of started to gain a little bit of steam. In this article, Quiroli wrote about a sexual assault / domestic abuse / child abuse scandal that involved Alex Verdugo, Julio Urias, and James Baldwin, who no longer plays baseball. She mentions that these 3 players were hanging out with 3 girls. One of them was underage at 17. This girl met up with the 2 older girls through social media. During this night, this group was partying, they were drinking, playing loud music, and the 17-year-old began drinking very heavily, and she became really ill that night. Eventually, the 2 older women began to beat her up in the hotel room. On the Kirk Minihane show, Nick Francona said he remembers that Gabe Kapler mentioned that Alex Verdugo was filming the 2 older women beating up the 17-year-old girl in the hotel room. He was filming it and then he posted it on Snapchat. The 2 older women then told that girl to leave. In the report, it says that the girl then called a friend nearby to pick her up, and later on, she was actually arrested for stealing, I guess, and she mentioned to the police that she was sexually assaulted that night. The player that was being heavily questioned here was James Baldwin, and like I mentioned earlier, he's no longer playing baseball. And in the report, it's believed that Urias and Verdugo weren't even in the room at the time. And it's also believed that Baldwin gave up on these efforts when Verdugo and Urias re-entered that room. So getting back to Verdugo, he was filming a girl getting beat up by 2 girls and he posted it on Snapchat. I mean, honestly, this was really terrible and unsettling to read. I mean, not just because he was a part of the Mookie Betts trade. This isn't even about baseball. This is about life. I mean, honestly, who cares about baseball at this point when you're reading something like that? Obviously, you can't do that. That's awful. Filming someone, nonetheless a 17-year-old minor, getting beat up by 2 older women and not stepping in, not intervening, and then you're posting it on your social media. Man, come on. That's just stupid. It has been a long time since then. It's been about 5 years. But man, this doesn't look good. As human beings, we can all learn from our mistakes. We can all change. In the past year, Verdugo has gotten good reviews and praise from teammates and coaches. I'd like to think that he's a more mature person now, and I'd like to think that his work ethic has really improved. I'd also like to just believe that Verdugo was just not hanging out with the right crowd at the time, and he just didn't have good habits as a human being. In the end, I think we can all learn from this. You could have all the talent in the world, you can have all the praise about your ability, but your character and who you are as a human being comes first. And the people that you surround yourself with are huge. In life, you want to surround yourself with people that want to succeed just as much as you do, and you want to surround yourself with people that will do the right thing. Surprisingly, I think Verdugo playing for the Dodgers in the major leagues was actually really good for him. He was surrounded by veterans, guys that wanted to win, guys that were just simply professionals. And in the end, I think this really helped Verdugo kind of take a step forward as a player and also just as a person. But from a baseball standpoint, they just traded their best overall player in years, a guy that after a World Series game was out at 2 a.m. giving homeless people food. And in return, you're bringing in a guy that has something like this on his record. I mean, even though it was 5 years ago, it's still on his record. Not just as a Red Sox fan, but as a human being, this concerns me. I really do hope Alex Verdugo has changed. I really do hope he has grown up. I really do hope he's making better choices in his life. I do hope his work ethic has greatly improved. I do hope the best for him. But it's going to be really interesting to see if this story gets legs, what's going to end up happening. And oh boy, if this story gains more steam, I would not want to be working in that Red Sox front office, I'll tell you that. As of right now, Brasdar Gratterall's medicals are putting the deal on hold. And if this story really gains steam, could the whole trade fall apart? I would imagine at this point, the trade has already been agreed upon. I would imagine they're still going to find a way to make it work. But I know for a fact, if this trade gets done and it's fully approved, I will be paying very close attention to that press conference. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. Do you think this story could gain some steam? What do you think about this story in general? If you liked today's video, leave me a thumbs up. If not, leave me a thumbs down. And if you are new here today, don't forget to subscribe down below if you are looking for more baseball insight. And don't forget to hit the bell so you can get notified of all my future videos. As always, I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.